Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive Oracle cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Relationship first, single second, and Oracle cards come out as needed. Alright, so already shuffled. Let's go ahead and get in here. This is an interesting... Okay, let's see where this is going. Pisces in relationships. The Ace of Pentacles is here. Alright, before I go too far, I know this doesn't hit for everybody, but I'm already feeling like this is not going to be a fun one, just fair warning. Because I'm feeling here you've already started on a new path. And I'm just being careful how I read this energy. Something seems to be very much grounding into your life at this point. Like there's something new locking in. And I'm noticing, and it doesn't have to be a breakup, but I do see the Two of Cups with the Beauty, but I feel like this is your partner going towards something else. Doesn't have to be a breakup of their relationship, but something else has their attention that they're very almost obsessed with, very pulled towards, but it's not going towards you is what I'm getting. Does not feel like it's going towards you at all. And I'm seeing a lot of cards here that are going to reinforce this as we go forward. It doesn't have to be a breakup of the relationship, but definitely something is pulling your partner away. Something is getting their attention. It's kind of like sucking them in, making them feel like this is what they really want. They're heading towards something, and it's not going towards you. This is causing a whole new vibration, I guess I want to say, whole new feel, whole new theme to your relationship with them. For some of you, I do feel like this is actually going to be a splitting of the ways. The challenge card I'm noticing on your side is the Star card, which when it's in the challenge position, it could be in the sense of being over-hopeful or over-optimistic that things are going to level out. The challenge card for your partner is the King of Wands. They're full speed ahead. I really do feel like them considering how this is feeling for you or what this is doing to you. It seems like a back burner situation. They don't seem overly... They seem like their challenge card is to not go gung-ho on what they want and to forget about how this is affecting you, but I feel like that's what's more than likely going to happen. This is a rough one. Hey. I actually see your partner, spiritually, they got the Seven of Swords. They're just going towards what they want. I don't feel them addressing what this is doing to you or how this is affecting you. I see you with the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, feeling just stuck with the situation as it is. This is where you're standing. But I feel like what happens, and it feels memories. Spiritually, you got that Ten of Cups. I feel like this is coming in with your challenge card, the Star card. You're holding to when things were really good, and you don't want to let go of what was because of how good it felt. And I'm getting that's a problem here because of where this is going. I feel like you don't want to accept what's happened. There's definitely a major change here, and this is a whole new theme, a whole new way of life for you. The joy that was there has been changed. Your partner is very animate with the Four of Wands. They're locking into this new way. They're not looking back. They're not changing direction. They're not willing to negotiate. They have committed to it. They're going forward. They're standing in the spot where they've made this decision, and they're holding very tightly to it. They're also with the Magician. As things go farther forward, they have the Magician. They're going to color things, move things more around to make that decision they chose more locked in, more stable. They're going this new direction. They are not looking back. They're not willing to. I feel like when they finally start really... It's not just when they make this decision, because I feel like when they make the decision, I feel like you go into a normal Pisces thing, and I'm saying this as a Pisces, where you're just kind of like a little bit in denial about it, a little bit just trying to dream it through, trying to find a better way, not wanting to believe what's actually happening. No matter what's happening here, whether it's parting of the ways or not, you're not liking it. And I'm getting that when your partner, when you realize they're locked in and they're going in that direction and it's not a direction that you're included in, whether you're together or not, it doesn't matter. You're not included where they're going. That's what I'm feeling. So even if you're not parting ways as a couple, what your partner's doing is not including you. It's not going to be time they're spending with you, is what I'm getting. When you see them reinforcing that as they go forward with the Magician, I'm getting you have the the Knight of Wands. You're going your own direction. I feel like you're finally just accepting this is where this is going. This is not including me. I need to do something for myself. You exit stage left, whatever that means. Which, if this relationship is still going after this, it just means you're doing something else. You're occupying your time with something else. Your time is going somewhere else. What makes things better is, oddly enough, the Ten of Swords with the Isis inspiration. I'm getting that you're the Ten of Swords is devastation, ruin, very upset. Just kind of like it's very, like if you look at this card, it's a very painful card. Hopefully I can put that in a spot where it actually focuses. But Isis inspiration is saying with pain becomes clarity. Seeing the situation for what it is and dealing with it for what it is. Isis inspiration is saying spiritually you're getting that backing, saying this is putting you in a position to see the situation for the truth and to go forward in a way that's going to be better for you in the long run. What makes things better for your partner? Because they've chose their decision. They have chose their decision and they're going forward with it. For some of you, I do feel like this is a parting of the ways. For others of you, they're just doing something without you. They're not really looking at this, how it's affecting you. They're just going gung-ho with what they want. They're going to end up with the Five of Coins and the authenticity. I feel like when this shakes out and they're on their path and they're going that way, it's going to be a while down the road, but they're going to realize like they've lost something here. They've created damage to this situation. They feel like they're lacking something. I do feel them coming forward at some point, addressing how this affected you and how they didn't think it was really fair, how it shook out for you. I do feel them acknowledging that, but I'm noticing I just bit my tongue. Some of them may have a hard time expressing it, because I did just bite my tongue. And I'm having hard time speaking with this card. So, all right, you might see this more through action than communication. Like verbal writing down, verbal talking it out. They may not flat out come out saying they're sorry or whatever that means. But through their actions, I feel like they're going to do things to your benefit. I feel like once they come back around and realize what this did to you and how this affected you, and again, I'm getting they may not have a direct communication about it, but they want to somehow balance this out. A new beginning happens here. If this was a parting of the ways, I feel like done is done, is what I'm getting. But I feel like once they kind of do something to kind of balance this out for you, that frees you from that and you move on. I just feel like even though it may not be direct acknowledgement, the way it comes around, it just kind of brings closure for you if this is a parting of the ways. If this is a situation where they move forward with what they wanted, but you're still together and it doesn't include you, I'm getting the new beginning is pulling you back together, finding other ways to strengthen and realign this relationship. So, if this is resulting in you parting ways, it's closure. If you're still together, but your partner made a decision that pulled you apart for a while, that new beginning is creating a new way to bring you back together. That is that your partner kind of like apologizing in a sense, but I don't feel a lot of verbal. I feel a lot of like through action, through what they're doing, through trying to balance it out. So it'll come around. One way or another, you'll get some type of closure. It's just how this turns out for you. I feel like for those of you that this is a parting of the ways, like you know it. I feel like you get it in your bones. When you're hearing those words, it's probably upsetting you. I apologize, but I feel like that's what's happening. If you're kind of questioning or nervous, like, is that what's going to happen? Probably not so much, just so you know. All right, let's go into Pisces singles. What do we have for single Pisces? What do we have for single Pisces? Messages for single Pisces. What do we have for single Pisces? Messages for single Pisces. Single Pisces. Really? Well, we shuffled a lot for Pisces before, so I guess that makes sense. Judgment. In your favor. Think about judgment. Even though it's in your favor, if you feel it's in your favor when it happens, that may be another trick, but let's find out. Being a being a perpetual single Pisces myself, and I'm looking at this situation. There's conflict here, but it may work to your benefit, is my first thought. There's conflict here, yet it may be this sorting out the details type thing. Like somebody you were interested in, but there was a problem. All right, that makes me feel better. This may be, yeah, you know what? Single Pisces, I'm gonna say that finding your peace in this situation. There may be somebody you're interested in that you didn't think there was you didn't think it was going to work out or something like that. Let's go a little farther. I like where this is heading. And I'm going to take myself out of the equation here. I'm just going to read it for whoever it's for. But what I'm getting is you've already met somebody. You've already met somebody, and it feels to me you're not in a relationship. I actually feel like you're not even seeing this person very often. There may be a bit of distance between you and this person, but when you met this person, there were certain clicks. You may not have been knocked over romantically, but you had that inkling like you could be. There was other things maybe that popped into place, like ways of thinking, ways of living, type of employment, things like that. Something clicked in that doesn't click in all the time, and you're just kind of like, I feel like when you met this person, you're like, well, that could go well, and that could go well. And you could see like the physical attributes could match. I just don't feel like you were knocked over romantically yet, but you knew that it could happen at some point. Like all the pieces were there to the puzzle that you're usually into, yet you didn't jump into it. You didn't get that overwhelming magnetic feel, but you kind of had that little inkling like it could happen, if that makes sense. Now when I'm feeling that death card, like somebody showed up in your life and there was an impact, but I just don't feel like you were blown away. I feel like you kind of had that real, like a solemn moment, like this could be something, but you had control. I just feel like you had control in that moment. Like you didn't lose your mind about it, but you're like, you had that moment like this could become something, but you had control. And I think if you're a Pisces like me, you know what that means. Like you didn't get all lovesick about it. You just kind of knew that it could happen. Again, and with the Queen of Pentacles, where I'm seeing you stand, you're just like, this could be a really good thing, but you're just like, there's hangups. It doesn't mean, like you're seeing those hurdles, those brick walls, and you're just like, this has to be, and that has to be, and this would have to be dealt with. But it seems like it's a really good idea, but also we'd have to work together to get through these obstacles. And I feel like you're thinking about it, and you're just kind of like, it would be nice. I feel like this is one of those people, like, it would be nice if this worked out, but I'm not going to bet the farm. It'd be nice. But they seem to keep rolling around and coming around in your brain, like, that'd be nice. I find it very weird. But I've had these moments, and I think if you're a Pisces connecting the way I am to this reading, you've had these moments in the past where you're like, that's a good idea, that could be a good option, but you're not letting yourself fall. You're holding yourself back from falling because you're like, there's not enough here to where you think the reciprocation can happen at this moment. So you're keeping it together. But your thoughts are with the Fool. You would love for it to happen. You know, us Pisces, I don't know why I'm doing this, but we like to fall in love with love. And I feel like we're really, if you're with me on this one and you're connecting with this reading, you're just kind of like, yeah, I could kind of go there, but I don't know if I really want to, but I really could. but it might end up on my butt. It's kind of like you're warbling back and forth, but you're like, it's such a nice thought. It's one of those things. Kind of makes me giggle because it's kind of fun, but you're like, I like the thought, but there's these problems. But they could be overcome. But would we work together to overcome them? I think I'd like to overcome them, but would the other person like to overcome them? It's just very back and forth and back and forth. It's like you're trying to convince yourself to not fall in love with this person, yet you're slowly kind of losing your grip and you're kind of falling. That's what I'm getting. Three of Cups with the Harvest. It makes me really feel like you get along. Like this person would fit into your life socially. You would fit into their life socially. You're feeling like it could really be a good thing. I'm getting like you really would like this to happen, but it would have to be both sides equally engaged, wanting this to come into existence. But I'm getting the Three of Cups, like this could work out socially perfectly. And I feel like you like that. I'm also getting here the Lover's card with the Seven of Pentacles. In the center, like everything we've talked about, I do feel like the feelings are there, the feelings are mutual. But for some reason between the two of you, it's kind of like not right now. Like for right now, it can't. For right now, it's not. It's like the fruit is on the vine, but it's not fully ripe. You know, we can't make whatever. We can't make a dish out of this until that fruit fully ripens. Both of you seem to want to, but both of you seem to look at it like it's just not at a time where this can really happen right now. This is holding on for both of you. I'm actually also getting with the past feel here. Both of you have that feeling where there was certain clicks, and I feel like both of you are trying to be a little bit more reserved. Both of you seem to be on the same page here. When I'm getting that the Lover's card, I'm getting this. It seems complicated, maybe the way I'm explaining it. But the feelings are there, it's just both of you seem to be holding back. Both of you are single. Neither of you are moving forward, pushing a relationship, but the feelings are there. This is coming in the future. The question is how far out in the future? And all this, there's like, I feel 4 cards coming at once. You got the Knight of Cups, the Beauty card, and then the overall, like this is like the conflict and the authenticity. The authenticity keeps coming forward more and more. It's like when you see that person removing the mask from their face, it's like a slow, dramatic, reveal. It's a slow, dramatic reveal over time. And it's kind of like revealing the conflict and the need and the wanting to overcome that conflict. One of you moves forward towards the other. More than likely, the other person comes towards you, but it could go either way, just to be fair. It is a general read. I feel like the two of you are really coming forward and talking about the conflicts, the challenges, what needs to be overcome. How could we make this happen? Is this really a possibility? And both of you are coming forward how you would like it to happen. You really would. This other person that's attracted to you, they are attracted to you, and you're attracted to them. It's falling more and more over time. The wheel turns for them, and they want this new beginning. I feel like they're looking at you like you're just not everyday. You're something special that they haven't come across in a long time. The clicks plus the emotion, like what you're clicking into, where you match, plus the romance that could come from this, they really want this. This is not every day. You are not an everyday occurrence. You are once in a while, once in a great while, once in a lifetime maybe for some people. And they don't want to let it go. The wheel is turning because they see that you're interested too, and they want this new beginning. They want this to happen. Eventually, you're going to get to the Three of Wands and the success. You're going to go forward. Both of you are going to try to make this happen, and I'm getting it will work out. It may take some time. For a lot of you, I have to say, the question is the time frame. I would not hold this to like a week or 2 weeks or even a month. If this is applying to you, you've already met this person. This person should already be digging you in the head who it could be. And you're seeing this come forward. You're seeing the emotions come in more and more and more. If it's taking a really long time, if it is already, it's going to continue to take a really long time. If you just recently met this person within like 3 or 4 days, this may go a lot quicker for you. Just realize the time frame could be a bit elastic. But you already know who this is about if this reading is hitting for you. That's the big kicker here. But success at the end. I'd like this to be for me. I can see where this might. So we'll see. I'm hoping this works for me too. So I think we're done. All right, so I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.